Welcome back to Melly Loves Death Metal. Happy Tuesday. I don't really have a whole lot of new stuff to show. I got three vinyl that I got back in early December that I haven't shown off on here, but I showed them in like my year-end list, but I didn't like go through full detail of the records and show you guys everything. But I had just gotten them and it was perfect timing because they were all on my year-end lists. But I've been, for the most part, just enjoying what I currently already have in my collection, as you guys know, which is like 400 or 500 tapes. My camera's all wonky in the background and then everything else. But I do have a couple of pre-orders coming in. I think there's one coming in today. The new Phrenolith album, actually from MSUO, is coming in today. Jesus is awesome, and he got my copy sent out super early. That actually doesn't come out for several more weeks. So pretty cool about that. And then I also have an Iron Fortress Records package coming today of several tapes that I ordered from Ben about a week or two ago. So, but for the most part, that's it. I don't have anything else coming. I pre-ordered the new. I am blanking right now. What the hell did I pre-order? This morning, I woke up and noticed that I had gotten a payment and my Pissgrave. Jesus Christ! I pre-ordered the new Pissgrave, so there's a new Pissgrave coming out next month in February. And I don't think the vinyl ships until March though on Profound Lore, so that's awesome. So slowly things are coming in. So videos are gonna not be as frequent as they had been last year, where I was pretty much posting almost every other day, every day. I'm slowing down this year. I told myself the state of the channel, I still want to keep it going, but I really need to be money conscious this year. There's a lot of traveling that I have to do. Next weekend, I'll be in Atlanta for 4 days. And then I'm going to Jacksonville twice in February. And then after that, we're taking a trip. We're actually doing a cruise this year on spring break for the first time ever. We're taking our kids on a cruise. So there's just a lot of adulting funding that's coming up. So going in hard and buying a bunch of records and stuff like that is honestly just not on the vision board for 2025. I'm a car person. I absolutely love cars. I'm super into Formula One racing, into drifting. I don't really follow NASCAR. It's just not my thing, but I really love just in general, like cars, racing, Formula One racing, and like super exotic sports cars, Japanese JDM cars, like all that stuff. It's like a side thing, hobby that I have outside of music and video games, and I have always wanted to get a really really awesome spec car as like my daily driver. And so that's kind of on the vision board this year too. I'm tired of like I'm 40 years old now, and I feel like I'm going through a midlife crisis where I'm like, okay, I've been waiting so long for doing these things. I would love to have just a brand new car that or well, an older brand new car because I really like, similar to my death metal, I really like 90s older school cars. But it'd be awesome to just finally drive something that I've always wanted, and just love driving the car every day. So just a little side note on me. So because of that, I've ultimately decided to not go as crazy with buying music this year for that reason, because cars are really expensive and I don't want to have to make monthly payments. I'm one person that hates having payments and I would just love to just pay it all off. So I got a lot of stuff going on this year. So that's essentially like the state of the channel. I really wanted to go in hard and create a lot of content this year and try to get to 10,000 subscribers. But at the end of the day, this is just a hobby for me. It's just for fun, and I don't really make any money off of it. I mean, every once in a while, I'll get $100 like after 3 months or so from my Google AdSense, from the ads that have been displayed on my channel, but that's about it. I'm not some major YouTuber here that makes tons of money every month, and I don't think that'll ever happen, and that's never been the point. So I know this happens a lot. A lot of YouTubers, they kind of burn out and then they kind of just disappear. I'm not going to disappear. There's been several YouTubers that I follow on here and are the reason why I started doing this that have just kind of stopped. And I'm not going to do that for sure. But gonna slow down a lot. So unfortunately, that's it's just not something. After losing my job last year and being put in that position, I pretty much have told myself I need to not spend so much money on music. I went pretty hard after I got my job. Like for the last 6 months, I was buying what I wanted, and I think I'm to the point now where I'm happy, and I'm not gonna go and just start buying a ton of shit. Like if there's a pre-order that pops up from something that I really enjoy this year, yes, I'm gonna buy it, and yes, I'll talk about it on the channel. But like going back and trying to build my collection from the ground up again, I've done what I think that I'm happy with right now from the last like 6 or 7 months, 8 months, I guess you could say. And from now on, I'm just gonna be a collector that just probably every once in a while I'll get an itch and look for something that I want to get, and it'll probably be an OG copy, and that's what I'll put my expense toward. And I also started selling off a ton of things that I probably just shouldn't have gotten, or I just was excited to buy, and then now I'm thinking about it and was like, I would rather sell these like 5 records that I know that I'll probably listen to like maybe once a year, and buy like an OG copy of like a Monstrosity album or something, or Death album that I will continually listen to. So I've just been going back and forth. I kind of just went off on a tangent there. So today the channel is not as common videos as they have been. As new records come out and new promos come in and pre-orders I get, I'll still do reviews on here because I still want to promote that style of music. But these like massive collection updates and stuff are going to fall off because, again, I've got so many expenses coming up, and I got to be an adult, and I have kids, and I just got to slow down on the spending. So, but if you're interested in buying anything, I have a Depop store, as you guys know. I've been putting up a ton of like duplicated stuff, so CDs and tapes that I own on vinyl that I don't need to have on CD tape. Just so much. Like, it's amazing how I still have tons of that stuff. Or I decided to sell the CD and tape because I'm going to get the vinyl, etc., 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 etc. Like that fast. First, I'm a collector. We do this shit. We do shit all the time. So many of my friends do this. We're very fickle with what we want in our collections. But anyway, I do have 3 records here that I'm not selling. What I got towards the end of December, and or beginning of December, and I figured I'll show them off and talk about them at least on here a little bit more than I did so on the year-end list. So the first one is this bad boy from Metal Blade Records, Vulture's new album, the German speed thrash band Sentinels, that came out last year. This was one of my favorite thrashy speed thrash albums that came out last year. Just killer album. This is their 4th full-length album, and just so phenomenal. Probably my favorite so far that they've put out. So I didn't really show a whole lot of like thrashy speed metal on my channel last year, but this is definitely one that I've been listening to a ton. Still to this day, even after I got it. So it comes with this like bifold. There's a picture of the band, lyrics and liner notes, and then there we go. We've got the classic promo shots there of the band. So yeah, simply just phenomenal. And I love speed thrash metal, like speedy thrash metal, a ton, and I listen to it a lot, and I don't buy it as much as I should. I definitely would like to get more in my collection. So as I think of things that I want to own, I'll probably get this year. And then it's just this red vinyl. I don't know how many variants Metal Blade made. I couldn't tell you. They always press a ton of variants. This is what I just found from, I think I got this from Heavy Metal Museum on Discogs, because I wasn't able to find it anywhere. Ooh. Download code just fell out. So yeah, this is just such an awesome album. Was so impressed with it when I first heard it. I was like, damn, this is definitely going to be one of my favorites to listen to this year. Bright Red White Marbles, what it's called. Thrash metal the way it was meant to be. The blade is back. Is the hype sticker. So yeah, Vulture, Sentinels. Check this out if you're into that. It's got like that older school speed thrash metal sound to it. They just do it so phenomenal. The band's been out since like 2000, I think 15, 16 is when their first full-length album came out. So a relatively newer band, and I don't generally, like I said, I've said in several other videos, I don't generally follow the thrash scene nowadays, unfortunately. I'm very much an old school person when it comes to thrash metal, but this one scratched that itch and I loved it. Another one that I got, and this was simply just from the VCLT community. They were all showing this off on their channels when it came out. It was on year end lists. Like people were talking about how it was going to be on their year-end lists like that, and I was in the mood for some new heavy metal to be added to my collection. In Helvetetes Port, I believe is how you say Helvetetes Port. Helvetes, Swedish heavy metal band. This is their newest full length that came out last year called Warlords on High Roller Records. So many people in the vinyl community on YouTube were talking about this, especially the ones that only listen to like heavy metal, thrash metal. They don't really focus on death metal or anything like that, but I still follow tons of them. Tons of those YouTubers that are into this style of metal, and just the praise that they were talking about this, and then From Life to Death, their last album on 2019, which I actually listened to the other day and really, really enjoyed. So, so I listened to this and I immediately got it. I also got this from Heavy Metal Museum on Discogs as well. As you guys know, High Roller Records is kind of expensive to get into the US because they're based out of Germany and the shipping is a little bit of expensive. But Heavy Metal Museum, Vinyl Command, and those types of stores get those imports in, and so it's awesome when they do. So they had this in stock, so I grabbed it after listening to it, and I've been playing this a ton too. You know, it's just that blazing like heavy metal, traditional heavy metal style of music. Got the cheesy ass like, I don't know, war themed cover here where they're on like some sort of a military vehicle, and then here's the back. So interesting enough, High Roller Records, this is a pretty bare bones one. It still has a really nice glossy, like stout and style of jacket, but it only comes with a printed inner sheet. In a lot of High Roller Records albums, even newer ones, like Cloven Hoof's last year, comes with a lot of extras, but this one does not, so I was surprised by that. Not a bad thing at all. I mean, it's still a really nice pressing. They're still just a top-notch label, man. They do it right when it comes to vinyl. And then it's on like this, like wine red, or I don't even know what it's called. Does it say on here? Oxblood. It's Oxblood. So yeah, awesome band out of Sweden if you're into heavy metal. I know this is a death metal channel. I'm showing off heavy metal. You guys probably love that, but this is awesome. Again, thanks to the vinyl community for showing this off. Several people showed it off when it came out. When did it come out? It came out pretty early last year in September. Not that early, but yeah, so it's been out for quite a while. But it's awesome. Awesome album. And then finally, here you guys go. Something that's more in line with my channel. I actually do have this on tape, so that might actually go up for sale. I wanted to. I saw that this was available. Who did I get it from? Because was it Headsplit? I don't remember. Sorry, I'm pulling up my notes because I don't remember the full details of it. So Hemorrhoids, first ever full length album, Raw Materials of Decay. I did buy the vinyl version of this. I had the tape from Headsplit, and then this was put out also by Extremely Rotten Productions, and Headsplit was carrying this in the distro, and I think I finally just pulled the trigger after this being just a phenomenal death grind album. Like, just simply phenomenal. One of the best to come out last year. Definitely high praise from a lot of people. I saw it was available, so I snagged it. So I'm sure I'll be selling the tape, which is, the tape is completely sold out. So if you're looking for it, follow me on social media. You'll see when I put that up. So just the amazing artwork by Pathology, I think is who did that. And he also did 200 Stab Wounds album from last year too. I really like this jacket. It's a really nice, like, matte style of jacket. It just feels nice. I know there's something about it. I have like a sensory thing. I like the way things feel. And then here's the inner sheet here. some carcass style of artwork here. And then a collage of the band. And there was 2 different color variants that this came on. Oh, there's something else in here. That's right, I forgot. It's stuck. It's like an A5, little A5 poster thing. That's kind of nice. Maybe I'll hang that. Got to frame and hang that. I love that artwork, man. It's definitely was the selling point of having the vinyl, was to have the bigger section or portion of this artwork. And then I got the like vomit pink vinyl, and I know there's a plain black too. I think this variant might actually be sold out now, but the blacks are still around. You can find them. So yeah, those are the 3 records that I got last month that I haven't shown off on here yet. I don't know why, it just took me a while. But like I said, the new Frentilith album is coming in today, so I'm definitely going to do a video on that by the end of the week. I've been listening to the promo for the last like week or 2 now, and it's just awesome. So I'll definitely do a half-ass review on that. And then as I get tapes in, I'll do like collection updates on tapes. But like I said, the state of the channel, not as common uploads this year. At least not for like the next, not until at least June. Once school's over and all of our travels and stuff are done, then I can probably go back to splurging a little bit more on adding to the collection. Hopefully, so far this year seems to be a little bit of a slow start in regards to new releases. I know Morbific announced that they're having a new album come out in April, but those pre-orders haven't come up yet. Pissgrave, obviously I just pre-ordered that. Frentilith is coming. That's what I'm thinking off the top of my head right now, but I know I'm missing some. So, but that's all that I have. A small little collection update for you guys. Hope you're having a great week, and I'll see you in the next one.